Cold day out there today. It's a good day to be in the shop working on my van project. Today I'm doing the interior wall and ceiling panels and insulation, of course. I'm going with this company right here, Legend. They build primarily commercial liners for delivery vans, work trucks, etc. And anyway, here's a piece of the material. It's a sandwich system with foam, insulation and sound deadening, and then this honeycomb material and a reflective solar barrier. So it's all in one solution, save you a little bit of time and effort. And for insulation, I'm going with 3M Thinsulate. Consensus of opinion is this is the absolute best material you can buy for your insulation. It's hydroscopic, it doesn't absorb water, it doesn't mold, it's pretty much inert, and it dries out very quickly if it does get damp. And it's got a high R value per thickness. And it's a little more expensive, but you only have one shot at doing this, and I decided to spend a little extra money and go with this insulation material. And of course, you'll need some of this 3M high strength adhesive spray to put it in. Order more than you think you're gonna need. And then I will also talk about some specialized tools that I've been using. This rivet puller to install a bunch of rivets for, these are steel, so they're very hard to pull by hand. This tool makes it a breeze. This is a electric shear for cutting the insulation, some fiskers, heavy duty scissors, and then this Rivnut tool. You're going to be putting a lot of these in. So I'll go over these tools and you can see how they work. I thought I'd give a quick demo of this cutting wheel. Belongs to my wife. She uses it to cut, she makes quilts and heavy fabric items, and she bought this, actually I bought it, cutter, and I've been using it to cut the insulation, and man, it goes right through it like butter. You're gonna make a lot of cuts, and you're gonna probably end up using something like this. These are Fiskars heavy duty scissors, but let me tell you, you'll have carpal tunnel by the time you're done. So anyway, here we go. It goes through as fast as you can push it. Watch out for that blade. This thing's, it's made in China, but we've had it for a couple of years now. It's got a sharpening stone in here and everything. It's a nice unit, very heavy duty. So I got the door panels off, and I'm getting ready to start stringing insulation in here. Actually, I've already started. All right, the insulation's installed in this door. Quite a bit of work to get it in here. You got these tubes on the side and all these narrower areas that you had to fish stuff through. And anyway, I got it in there, and I'm gonna put the interior trim panels back on. Here's this side all done. And here's my door panel, the upper door panel, and the other one right there. So I'll get this all installed, and then I'm going to move on to the passenger side sidewall. Okay, making slow but steady progress. Got this passenger sidewall up, got the doors done, and what I'm doing now is I'm putting in all my Rivnuts, nutserts, to you old timers, and I'm having to do all this prep ahead of time because once the walls and insulation go up, I'm never going to go behind those walls and ceiling panels. Just not going to do it. So that means any support where I have, say, a wall coming up and attaching to the ceiling, or I'm hanging cabinets, I got to pre-position these Rivnuts in here. So I've got, I don't know how many, a lot of them. Every rib, ceiling panel rib has them, and so on. These Rivnuts are pre-installed into this channel, and this is 1/8 inch, so this is heavy duty stuff. And I've got, you know, Rivnuts going all the way down, top and bottom, so anything I attach to the walls here are going to be picking up these Rivnuts that are pre-installed. And so I've got all my, like here's one right here, here's another. These are all going to be, things are going to attach to that, and so I will have to drill holes, corresponding holes in this Legend ceiling panel to line up with all these Rivnuts. A lot of figuring at this point, but kind of measure 3 times, you know, cut once type scenario. You do not want to forget something, because if you do, I don't know, you're going to have to improvise at that point. Been installing the Rivnuts with my handy dandy little tool here, and it really works good. And I'll probably have Inga come out here, maybe not this video, and film me putting these in with this tool. You're going to want to get this tool. I've already put in, I don't know how many Rivnuts, probably about 30, and that tool makes them a breeze. And so here, all right, I'll show you real quick how this tool works for doing these nutserts. You screw it on here. Make sure you do it all the way down. Okay, so you see the threads showing, so it's engaging all the threads. Then you cinch it up thusly and stick it into the hole here. Give it a couple of shots. You don't want to overdo it, because you can snap off your mandrel. Done. And I'll show you this thing from the back. It is perfectly cinched down. All of these. I installed these all, I don't know, 5 minutes with that tool. Probably something you might consider getting. It's under $100. I think it was like 80 bucks or thereabouts. So anyway, if you're doing a lot of these nutserts, which I am, this tool is well worth picking up. I'm to the point now that putting up the last wall panel. I've been test fitting my lavatory pan right there. I'm figuring how I'm going to space out my fasteners on the wall to attach the water closet walls to it. And anyway, I got the headliner off, and as you can see, that was not too bad. What I thought I'd show right now is this kit from Legend has knockouts that are pre-scored so that you can remove them if you, say for instance, are going to leave in the factory wire cover, right, which I'm going to. This is all going to be covered up by some trim that comes with this kit. But there are knockouts. Here's one I removed for the light, and I'll show you how that works real quick. So here's my last wall panel, and since I am not removing the factory plastic covers on the wiring harness, I'm going to cut this off. And as you can see, or maybe not, it's all pre-scored from the factory. So you can leave it and go all the way up to the ceiling and take those plastic covers off, or you can just you know, do what I'm doing and remove them, because I do not want to mess with the factory wiring. There's no need to. So I'm going to get that done and get this last wall panel installed. All right, putting up the last couple of rails. I got them pre-positioned. I got the holes drilled. And I'm using this right here. This is a rivet puller, blind rivets, pop rivets. And what I'm using are 3/16 inch stainless steel. You want to use steel on these because they're going to be under pretty high load. You know, there's a lot of heavy cabinetry and everything attached to these rails that I'm putting in. So steel rivets, okay? 3/16 inch, 1/4 inch would be better. This thing will pull up to a 1/4 inch steel rivet. All right, so what I'll do, takes a couple. Come on, get out of there. All right, it's just not gonna want to cooperate. Done. Nice tool to have. I think I've reached a stopping point for this video. It's getting too long, and I realized I was probably gonna have to make this 2 parts, but anyway, I've got the walls in, sound deadened, insulated, walls up, all my homemade rails installed with all my pre-positioned fastening points up on the ceiling here. These holes I drilled so you expose the rivnuts under there for my overhead cabinets and anything I want to attach off the ceiling. Rear doors are done. These covers here, I got one on the sliding door also. They're from Do It Yourself Van in Oregon. I'll have links for all that. Got some temporary magnetic covers up here. They're insulated. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this cavity, if I'm going to insulate it and put a cover over it. Might just leave it. I mean, that looks fine to me. But anyway, overall, I'm very happy with this Legend interior wall and ceiling kit. It was, you know, easy to order, relatively inexpensive, shipped right to my house. It's very precise. All the holes were pre-drilled. All the knockouts and stuff for any kind of obstacle on the inside, it all fit like a glove. And this is commercial grade, very high impact resistant plastic, textured plastic, real easy to clean and maintain. And it's got R value and sound deadening, and it's I think a 4-layer, 5-layer system, something like that. It's about 3/8, a little over that thick, and good stuff. Couldn't be happier with this company and the fitment so far. Everything's lined up, absolutely everything. So, and it went in really, really clean, I think. Seams are real tight. And so I'm ready to go on to the headliner here. And I think on the next video, I will be insulating, sound deadening, and installing the headliner. And I got a shelf kit that goes up above there, and I'll do that since everything's disassembled. And a fantastic fan, I may do that. And my knockouts for the plumbing vent and the vent for the bathroom area. And so stay tuned for that. And until then, my advice is don't give up. Force yourself out in that shop and get that van done. See ya.